I'm the CEO of Humble Games, a Latvian-based privately held company which is developed several MMO games. We have been founded in 2006, and let me show you some key facts about our company. So we have reached more than 6 million players all around the world. And at that moment, we are running only 3, 4, and 5 games. We have developed 5 games. Our team is young but experienced. We have about 80 people in Riga and 20 people outside Latvia. Our most successful project is 1100D, and it is translated into 21 languages, and this project is successful in the 7 top countries. We are not on a social or mobile market yet, but we are on the way. Although we have 1.2 million active users playing our games monthly. As I mentioned before, our most successful project, 1100D, is a game which has brought to us more than 75% of income. And let me name some facts about this game. We are running more than 20 servers worldwide. We call them worlds. And the most unique aspect of this game is user-generated content. As you probably know, user-generated content is a trend in the gaming industry right now. So some more facts about our players and content they have created. At this moment we have 1.8 million active cities and 60 million buildings in them. And our players manage more than 24 million armies. So their armies are bigger than in China at this moment. Yeah. Okay, Andres asked me to speak about lessons learned. It's quite complicated to make an interesting presentation from gaming side about this question. I think these questions are close to real company development or any kind of software development problems. But anyway, let me show you a roadmap for today. Lesson 1 will be right strategy. This lesson about right strategy choice. Everybody needs to think twice before be ready to run several projects at the same time. Second lesson is execute now, time is money. This lesson is about doing things faster and cutting things boldly. Lesson 3, cash cow. This lesson about focusing on the right things at the right moment. Lesson 4, responsibility. Lesson about understanding that every small task or every big project must have not only a responsible person, but also a person who is responsible for doing it. And lesson 5, goals. The lesson about recognition of the fact that every project must contain a goal, must be started only if you define a goal, and the scope of work. Lesson 6, translation versus localization. It's lesson about importance of localization. Lesson 7, stay informed. This lesson about analytics and metrics. Okay, well, next, I think you are really serious right now, and I will try to do something not so serious. I will show you a video of our most successful game if you want. Okay?
These were prosperous lands where life was serene and easy. People lived through every day with enjoyment, contributing to the well-being of the native country. But nothing lasts forever. Familiar lifestyle is ruined. Desolation and hunger are followed by death and despair. Bandits kill and rob, while those, once being called heroes, hide their heads in taverns. But the true hero will come and bring faith back, and unite the people, and lead them to fight for the future of these lands. Fight and win. Your greatness. The world awaits you. Kings and vassals, coalitions and betrayals, fortune and intelligence, arrows and swords.
Almost all of these buildings, items, heroes, people we are using in our game. So you can see the quality of art we produce and the quality of I think in this video you can check on the quality of art, because our game is not so dynamic. It is browser based, and it's more like web service, but we are using this art for making a better impression for our users. So I will try to make this microphone. Yeah. So lesson 1. Why strategy is a king. As we launched Tumblr Games in 2006, we were freshmen and were inexperienced. We made a lot of mistakes, and for instance, we started to develop the first pirate game, and we thought if we could make a clone of a famous browser-based game, we can switch small or big group of users to our game. But it was a first project, and problems were very big, and planning was terrible, and all these technological problems were minimal. Later on, after a year, we decided that we need to start a new project and make new focus on it. But lesson learned is that before you choose a strategy, you need to estimate as many things as possible, and you need to observe as many risks as possible. Of course, for better product success. But to be honest, it was not only the time when we chose incorrect way. Lesson 2, execute now. Time is money. The lesson is about the right development process, right process for operations, the right process for making decisions and running your business. All these terms sounds really strange for many of us, and we know a lot of great examples of growing startups that haven't been used any kind of processes at all. But from my side, if you want to do things faster and if you want to understand where you are, you need to use a really lean process, not only for operations, for marketing, for development, but also for making decisions. So a year ago, we invent a new process for making decision if the game is marketable or not. So now this process gives to us understanding that only 4 or 5 months is enough to realize if game will be successful. But time ago we spent around 2 years to understand that game is not successful. So the lesson is that if you want to save your money, you need to understand the process for making decision. So it's my idea. Okay. Lesson number 3, cash cow. Let me share with you a simple lesson I will explain using live example. During last 7 years, we have developed 5 games, but only 2 of them became really successful for us. And we understood about 2 years or maybe 3 years ago that these games are successful. But we tried to develop new products. If I could turn back, I would spend more money for distribution and marketing of these products instead of making new ones. And the lesson is about if you got a cash cow, you need to milk her as much as possible. Responsibility. Humble Games is not just a game development company. We are also a publishing company. As a publishing company, we are using a lot of special services like affiliate systems, traffic accounting systems, analytics metrics, supporting systems, game portals, landing pages, a lot of special stuff which is not a game. And we encountered several problems with responsibility of these small projects, especially when we launched a game on new markets. So it was really bad for us, and we lost a lot of time for doing a fast job, you know. And the lesson learned is, like, if you have a small task or even big project, you need to understand and you need to know who is the right guy who will be responsible for it and who will deliver it. Okay, goals. And before goals, I will show you another, not trailer, but some screenshots. We are making new game. Nobody saw it before, and unfortunately, game is not ready. If Andres invited me after months, if Andres will invite me after months, I will show you. But now I can show you only some screenshots, and you can check the quality. The game is strategy. It's also MMO browser-based strategy, but we are making it using a lot of new technologies, especially full screen online units, movements, and a lot of animations, and a lot of dungeons and special arts, and we are trying to do mechanics based on StarCraft but for browser. So you can manage your army with the same mechanics you manage your army in StarCraft game. So I can explain. So if somebody played StarCraft? Okay, not much. Okay, but you understand that if you can if you can put mouse here and select your army will move all together. Yes, so mechanics will be the same, and it will be real competitive for big titles of companies like Electronic Arts or Game Fresh or Good Game, any, okay? So, let's go back. Let's go back, okay. What it was? Okay, goals. Yes, I will use some more example for it, one more real-life example. We initially encountered problems with one of our games when we started to develop it without defining a specific goal of it. So it sounds very strange for everybody that goal must be money or something, yes, but to be honest, in our business, goal is not a money. We are speaking about some producing issues, and I mean a goal inside the product. But lesson learned from it is that you need to think and you need to remember three main things. First of all, you need to define a goal for each project. Second problem, and we encountered that problem, that each team member must understand the goal equally. It's a very important thing because we are people, we are not like each other, and we are thinking in other directions sometimes. And third time, you need to reach a goal. That's it. So simple. Okay. Translation versus localization. Sorry. Translation or localization, which is better? Who knows? Yeah. Why? Yes, definitely. So, localization, especially in large games, and we are producing large games. We are not doing the games like Fermo and Jargon. Yes, it's another type of games. Yeah, and the localization for these games is very important things. And we encountered big problems when we started when we launched game on new markets, just using translation of couple of volunteers. I think for every big and serious product or service, localization needed, because these cultural aspects, as this man told, they are really important for almost any product. So now we are using only professional localization, and we are working with international companies which are providing this service, and we are not trying to translate our games by, I don't know, just translators or native speakers. So it was the 6th lesson ago. And lesson 7, stay informed. You might remember the times when competition between products, services and games were not so tough. It was not so tough. And nobody cared much about measuring such things like user behavior or maybe conversion rates, anything. And now the time has passed, and the competition has changed, and the struggle for active users became more analytical and more data-oriented. So decision making is now done only based on facts. So we went ahead. Of course, we encountered these problems from the beginning as we were very small and we were inexperienced. And we went ahead and we built a business intelligence system. We tuned it and implemented into our games. But unfortunately, we face a new trick that we need to integrate this system in wider area of our services. And this game, for me, looks like a cat and mouse game. The goal is so far, yet always the goal is so close, yet always so far. Okay. The lesson learned was you need to think about analytics and metrics at the same time you launch your project. It's very important because you will be like a blind cat. Thank you very much. It was a short presentation. I think it was helpful for you, and please your questions.